You fix what's broken, because that's how things last.
While using the tiller, the points on the universal joint for the PTO were pretty much seized, and we lubricated them as best we could, but they were pretty much rusted and locked up. And so in the process, we had that happen. Basically, the universal joint broke. That being said, when that breaks, you can't use anything. It doesn't work. So essentially, this part here had the other end, which broke off, which that drive goes to obviously the universal PTO, the PTO drive right here. And then it just basically pops off and starts spinning, knocks some stuff loose. Got all that fixed, of course. But obviously can't use the tiller. When the tiller doesn't run, we can't get the ground tilled up to plant the garden. Can't get the garden tilled. We can't get seeds in the ground. So the big, huge, giant process. So the problem that I have is the other side, the part that broke of this, does not work. So I had to find another part. Now, a whole new shaft typically costs about $150 to $200. Depends on what size and whatever. Now, the beauty of all this is I was able to acquire a used shaft, which is actually longer. So there's that. It's longer. Can't do much about it other than I can cut it down. So this piece, now this piece here will actually slide into this piece here. But because it's too long, I have to cut it down. So got a good measurement. I'm gonna cut it. My cut mark goes right here. I'll get that cut in half. Once I get it cut in half, I'm gonna clean them all up. Once they're cleaned up, I'll paint the parts that need to be painted, make it look nice and pretty. And then when that's all done, I'm going to get the grease gun, grease them all up, pack the grease in the grease points as much as I can, and we should be back in business. It's just a matter of having, when one part breaks, you fix it and replace it and go from there. So we should be good to go.
We've gotten used to replacing things instead of repairing them. Something breaks and it's easier to throw it out than figure it out. But out here, that mindset doesn't last long. You fix what you have. You make it work again. Because every repair saves money, saves time later, and reminds you, not everything is disposable. Some things are worth the effort to keep.
Turn it back on.
My morning walks typically give me an opportunity to figure out exactly what I got to do for the day, for the week, and the next project has got to be done. This morning, I kind of walk in the direction past the old horse trailer, which is the reminder now that it's warmer. And I got all some of these other projects pretty much in handled. They're not done, but handled. It's time to get this thing finished up to be ready to be sold. We're gonna sell it. I'm gonna put it together as Shannon wanted it, as a trailer for a farm stand, but I'm gonna sell the farm stand, the trailer farm stand, which is fine. So get this sucker ready. Gotta get the floor finished, walls, interior walls done, the side panel door that pops up, and these back doors that pop up, and then the new tires, and it should be good to go. So that will be a project for the next couple of weeks for sure. Get that done, and then it will be ready. I'm actually walking down to our first campsite. I only have one of them listed right now. The first campsite, taking it out because we had some campers on it the past couple of days, which has been nice. Just gonna go down, make sure everything's good, everything's kosher, everything's as it should be. And, you know, I know they didn't put a fire in, which I don't know why they should have, but they just want a place to sleep for the night. I guess they're just passing through. So go check that out. And then just continue with my walk.
Morning hikes do more than get your steps in. They give you clarity. Before the noise of the day sets in, you can see things for what they are. What needs attention, what's working, what's been overlooked. It's also when you check the land. The campsites, the trails, the small details that matter. Making sure guests respected the space, left it the way they found it, or better. Because when you're building something like this, you're not just creating a place for people to stay, you're setting a standard for how it should be treated.
I didn't want to have to deal with someone else's poop for their camping. They either used it or they just didn't use the bathroom. But yeah, that's nice. They cleaned up after themselves. Man, these things are coming in really well. Check this out. We got all these daffodils that are right near this camp spot. There's a bunch of group right there, and then there's a ton of them back in here. So that's good. This is actually kind of awesome. I knew they were coming in, but I didn't know how thick they were coming in. But these are coming in really, really well. So a little bit more time, and we're gonna have pretty flowers back in here. It is always nice to know that when people come and stay on your campgrounds, your camping spots, that they take care of the place. That's you know, I know you can't always get that, but it's not too bad. It's nice. It looks like we got a whole bunch of crows in the trees up here. Ethan has been wanting to train them to be his crow friends. I told us, let's get some cat food. Let's make sure we lay some cat food out. And then let them see that you are dropping them off food. And they typically will become your friends and start bringing you stuff. So, yeah, they're up in these trees right here. We're just right over here. You can hear them. Actually, some of them just flew away, but there's 3 or 4 of them that are up in there. Ethan wants some crow friends. For the coming week, I've got 2 major projects. Not going to touch the horse trailer quite yet again. I'll jump on that one next week. But for this week, I've got, I've got to get the doghouse built and then the old doghouse torn down. You coming? Bentley, are you coming? Let's go. Baby dog. But yeah, so get the new doghouse built, old doghouse torn down, refurb the old doghouse into the farm stand. There's the word I was looking for. So I'm gonna build. I need to build 2 of them, but this will be the first one, which will be not on our property, but on another friend's farm in town. They got about 40-something acres in town, and we're gonna share a farm stand there, and then I'll get one built here eventually. But if I get that farm stand put together, then we'll have one location, and that'll be done. When we start getting stuff sold off from that farm stand, it's just one step at a time. Getting getting this property manageable, getting this property making money requires multiple outlets. So we'll have 2. I'm gonna put in 2 more, but 2 camping spots on Hip Camp. We'll have the farm stand. We'll end up with 2 farm stands. Actually, we'll end up with spots for 3 things for the farm stands, but 2 for right now. One beginning, second one coming, and then the third one will be there. So that'll be 2 outlets for making this place profitable. And then once that's all done, I mean, we should be able to get things where they function as they should. We're gonna get these potatoes in the ground. Just gotta Got the rounds ready, got some straw ready, got some peat moss ready, got some dirt ready. Just gotta get the potatoes in here, settled, ready to go. Then we can get the, once they're planted, it's just a matter of waiting. That's all it is, waiting time.
Planting a garden is one of the most honest things you can do. You put something small into the ground and trust that, with time and care, it'll grow into something that can feed you. It's simple, but it's not easy. It takes consistency. It takes patience. It takes showing up day after day, even when nothing seems to be happening yet.
So basically just like that, layer after layer, get it where it's separated, put the seed, the potatoes in, wet it down, let it go. And essentially in a short amount of time, we'll have them growing out. As they start getting green above with the first couple layers, then you just add more dirt, more peat moss, more straw, all the way till you get to the top. And then by the time you're done, you have a couple 100 pounds of potatoes.
Out here, the garden means more than just food. It means independence. It means knowing where your meals come from. It means putting in the work now so something good comes later. Planting a garden is one of the most honest things you can do. You put something small into the ground and trust that, with time and care, it'll grow into something that can feed you. It's simple, but it's not easy. It takes consistency. It takes patience. It takes showing up day after day, even when nothing seems to be happening yet.
The garden is coming together. The fence is coming together. We'll have I'd say we'll be fully planted within the next 2 weeks here. And we will have all the tomatoes in, basically everything we need in will be in. We've got the potatoes growing. Other than that, we should be sitting pretty. Again, stuff that goes to the farm stand, stuff that needs to be to help make this place income producing is all right here. It's a matter of taking a little bit of time, getting things put together, and running with it. I mean, again, it's always work in progress. It's always, as long as you're making progress, you're going in the right direction. Garden fence to work, we need more, pieces of wood that are, about this big or bigger to go in the little slats to be able to build the fence. And I was thinking, okay, what are 2 things that need to be done? Need a garden fence, perfect. And then I also need to get all this brush cleared out. It so happens to be 7 to 14 feet long for each one. So all these suckers are coming out, which is fine. It's perfect, it's what we need. So then we can use this and utilize this for what needs to be done for the garden. It's not bad. So overall, do 2 jobs to create, do 1 job to finish up 2 jobs. Might as well, right?
You don't always need more. Sometimes you just need to use what you already have a little better. Tools, materials, time, it's all there. And when you learn to work with it instead of waiting for something new, you realize you've had what you needed all along.
So that's the first of about 8, I'm guessing, maybe more, for the garden fence, but it works. It's good. It's gonna get us what we need. Gonna get the fence up and clearing of the property that needs to be cleared. So, because all this little scrub brush stuff needs to go. Doesn't really help anything. It doesn't really solve any problems. It's just here.
Day by day, piece by piece, it all comes together. The work, the lessons, the small wins. It's not perfect, but it's real, and that's what makes it worth it.